live there. So Instagram is just connecting. Here we go. Everyone else is just connected. So we're back after Christmas. We're back after Christmas. We've had a couple of weeks of resting up a little bit. I hope you feel a bit rejuvenated. I was looking at something over Christmas when I was looking at Obama when he did his whole piece about, are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Yeah, you need to watch that. Google Barack Obama, and he's fired up, ready to go. It's fantastic stuff. Really, really good. It's 2021, and we're back. We're back after a little break, a little time away. We've got our regular schedule for all of the lives. I did a little DJ mix last night, so we're going to do a DJ mix every Saturday evening from 8 till 10 p.m. For the foreseeable lockdown mixes, and then Ask Mark Anything every Sunday evening. I'll be here. We'll be asking or we'll be answering all of your questions. If you've got questions for me tonight, stick them in the chat box. Say hi, and spread the word. Tell your friends, and yeah, we're here for you if you want to ask any questions at all. I've got a few in already, so I can cover those. Or without any problems this evening. But if you've got some you want to ask, then just fire away. It's exciting times. We've got Peggy McColl and Judy O'Byrne joining us next week on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. here in the UK. If you don't know them, they're book sisters, book publishers, as well as book writers. I was just watching Peggy on her live at the moment. She's just putting out her 19th book. So I probably need to do a bit more work. I need to work a bit harder, perhaps. But at the end of the day, we've got our first one, or I've got my first one coming out. So that's going to be good. It's 2021. It's the year to remix our lives. It's the perfect opportunity. It's straight after Christmas. And we're into the new year. You know, is it time to remix your life? I know what it was for me many years ago. It was time for me to remix my life then. And it just hasn't stopped. I've just kept going. And the more I kept going, the better things get. You know, it's as simple as that. The more I keep putting good energy out, the more good energy comes back to me. It's the same for all of us. You know, you've just got to get yourself into that place to be buzzed up. So we've had lots of pre-orders for the book. You know, if you want to get yourself a copy of the book, Life Remixed, there it is. If you want to get yourself a copy of the book, then please do just go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. You can get up there to get yourself Life Remix, Looking Beyond the Dance to Face the Music. If you do go on there and buy, we've got a remix, Life Remix 2021 Positivity Pack. This is absolutely fabulous stuff. There's so much good information in here. You can absolutely go through it. I printed one off here, and it's fantastic. Get you right in the mood for 2021. Get you thinking, getting you working. Hi, Graham. Happy New Year, mate. Great to have you with us this evening. Yeah, do spread the word, guys. It is the year we're going to remix our lives. We're going to finally, after 10 years, I'm finally going to release this book, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. But yeah, the Positivity Pack is a free gift alongside the book. You know, if you want to get yourself a copy or any of those, then please do just jump online and go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. And we've also done this beautiful calendar as well. Look at this, 2021 calendar, donations to crisis with every purchase. And the first month of the year, step forward into growth or back into safety. It's entirely up to you guys, but show Instagram as well. Step forward into growth or back into safety. At the end of the day, it's time to move on. It's time to grow. It's time to leave 2020 exactly where it's gone, and we need to move forward for 2021. Hi, Bernadette. Thank you so much. Great to have you here. Yes, good health and a prosperous new year is an absolute must, isn't it? You know, 2021 will be slow to come back, but it will be the year where we start to get back to things that we know, things that we love, things that we enjoy. And as I say, Life Remixed, the pre-orders have been absolutely wonderful thus far, all pre-Christmas. We're really buzzing for the book to come out to you in February, so only about 8 weeks to go. Clive Spencer, forward into growth. Absolutely right, my man. Absolutely right. You know, we have to go forward into growth. Here's the calendar, the Life Remix calendar. It's all here. And yeah, we're absolutely buzzing about that, as well as copies of the book and these positivity packs that we're giving away with the pre-orders. So just get yourself to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop and you can get yourself all of this amazing stuff. Happy New Year. Thank you, Clive. Yes, same to you, my man. Same to you. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. Let's get buzzing, eh? Paul Whiting's with us as well. Wishing you a strong and healthy 2021. Good evening to you, mate. Yes, 2021 is going to be the year of some incredible things that are going to go on. We've set our goals today. My wife and I, we sat down, we set some goals. We're looking at getting a puppy. We're looking at buying more properties. We're looking at doing more property deals. We're looking at just growing and growth in all areas, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about growth. Let's keep growing. Let's keep moving. Let's keep buzzing. Let's get things happening. 2020 was a tough year, but still at the same time, I bought a load more properties. I wrote a book ready to release. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened. We took on a load more clients for Hillmont Associates. So many things happened. It's exciting times. So, we've got to keep going. We've got to keep going. Got to keep our energy up. All right. So if you've got questions, stick them in the chat box. I'm here for you this evening. If you want a signed copy of the book as well, that's you do the pre-order and you get a signed copy as well. There's lots of pain points to promises that I'll talk to you about. We're going to do the regular schedule. So Tuesday evening will be life remix samples. This week we're doing a sense of purpose on the book front, so that's going to be fun. But there's loads of different pain points. If you're feeling anxiety, doubt, fear, worry, you're depressed, you've got a disease, you've got problems. Paul, my friend, the Arsenal fan, says we need to push some positivity to Stamford Bridge. If Frank Lampard needs me, I'll be straight down the road to have a word with him, okay? Because the boys need a bit of a kick up the backside. Anyway, yeah, look, there's lots of things that you can benefit from. You can also change your relationship with money by reading Life Remix. There's a lot of great things in there, and we're hoping to reach thousands of people and help as many people as we possibly can. Remix their life. The way I remix mine, the way many people go through challenges and remix their lives. Just put out a positive message. That's what it's about. I've had a few little critics. I've had a few people sniping at me and stuff like that. So, we must be doing something good. It's always interesting to read one of those from those kind of people. I read something really interesting today. It said, no critic ever changed the world. Think about it. No critic ever changed the world. Don't let critics stop you. Don't let people stop you. You've got an important message. Get it out. Let people know. Seriously, you are unique. You're a unique individual. You have an opportunity to tell people or share with people your experience. And some people will love it, others will not. But that's okay. That's fine. So go with it. So goal setting, like I said earlier, we set some goals today. We've been thinking about them over Christmas. We set a few goals. It's exciting. We've written them down. We put them in our little jar, our positivity jar that we opened on New Year's Eve for the whole of 2020. So we saw all the things that had happened in 2020, all the good things that would happen to us. Now we're doing the same with 2021. So we put all our goals in there today, and we'll keep putting notes in the jar throughout the year. And towards the end of the year, we'll take them out. On New Year's Eve next year, we'll take them out and we'll see how well we've done, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's about keeping yourself up and keeping your energy going. So important things to be doing. But if we're talking about goal setting, and goal setting is a really big thing. I talk a lot about purpose and vision and goals. Goal setting is massive, okay? It's not New Year's resolutions, okay? Because New Year's resolutions, you see the gym is absolutely packed when it's open. You see the gym absolutely packed for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, it's gone. Everyone's like, I can't be bothered. The bottom line is that once you set your goals, you've got to then move forward. Now, the thing is, we think in pictures, all right? Just remember this. We think in pictures, okay? So I can see there's quite a lot of you online. I can see quite a few people on Instagram and everything around. Every single one of you thinks in pictures, okay? Now, I talk about writing things down and making sure, yeah, that's all good. It's important to make lists and set your goals and everything else. Very, very important. In fact, in the positivity pack, there's a load of great information and areas for you to write down your goals and everything else. And what I will say on top of that is we think in pictures. I'll prove it to you right now, okay? You can put this in the chat box if you want as well when you come up with the question. What color is your front door? What color is your front door? Pop it in the chat box if you want to get involved. But hey, Lewis, great to have you with us as well, mate. We do think in pictures as far as goals go. Think about the color of think about your front door. You can see it, can't you? You can picture it. I shut my eyes, I can picture my front door. It's white. Exactly. It's white, but we think in pictures. When I ask you to think about something, we've got there's green. We've got the green door behind the green door. Very good. Shaking Stevens. But the point is, yes, Reds. Thank you, Bernadette. We think in pictures. Paul says he's sadly blue because he's an Arsenal fan. Yes, you probably do need to change that, brother. I would not have a red front door. But here's the thing. We think in pictures. We do think about our goals. We do think about everything in life. We think in pictures. So at the end of the day, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you're thinking about your goals. You've got to picture what it's going to look like. If you want to lose weight, you've got to picture yourself in a thinner body, and you've got to hold that picture. Quite poignant after Christmas, I'm sure, for me and a few others, you know. But the point is, you've got to think about yourself. You've got to picture yourself. You've got to hold that vision. And it's not hold that vision while we're talking now for 30 seconds. It's hold that vision for the next year. Yeah, and you've got to hold that vision in your mind. So yes, write down your goals, use the positivity pack, get involved. You know what I mean? Buy yourself a copy of Life Remixed, get involved, get your free positivity pack. You can go to the website, markwilkinsonofficial.com. It's all there. But the point is that once you've written everything down, think about the pictures of exactly what you want. I shared a picture today from a beach in Thailand that my wife and I got engaged on, and where we go regularly. I shared it. It's there. I like to look at it because I know that we'll be back there at some point. Even if it's next Christmas, we'll be back there. So at the end of the day, we think in pictures. So picture yourself, picture your goal, picture you exactly as you would like to be. There's a story in Life Remixed that I'm going to share with you when I bring my friend Brian Miller onto this, who coached me in my early days of the self-awareness. And he said to me, picture yourself, picture what you would like to be like. When I could barely walk and I was like, you know, unable to move around and arthritis like ravaging my body. He said to me, picture yourself exactly what you would like to be like. And I did. And I pictured it. And I kept picturing it over a period of time. I kept going back to it. And there's a lovely little story about how that actually pans out. And it actually became my life. And so, you know, the life I live today is the life that I pictured 10 years ago. I just kept picturing it, and it just kept getting better and better and better and better and better. So if you want to do a big property deal, or you want to do something amazing, or you want to write a book, or you want to do something like that, picture it. And the beauty of getting to that goal is the person you become as you get there. So you become a better person to be able to create something incredible. So picture that perfect thing. Go to bed this evening, relax after this, and go to bed this evening and really relax and picture your perfect self. Where will you be in 10 years' time? In 2031? Where will you be in 10 years' time? You know, how will you be living? What will you be doing? Will you be fit? Will you be strong? Will you be happy? Will you be healthy? Will you be wealthy? Picture it. Think about it. Think about how good you'll feel and feel amazing about it. And then go about your business, you know, and we'll talk more about this as we go through the weeks, I promise you. 2021, Life Remix is out at the end of February. It's going to be a beautiful moment for so many people. I must thank Lewis Senior as well for writing his forward over Christmas. He's read the whole book and he's pitched in with part of the forward as well. We've got Danny Ramplin and Kevin Green, my business mentor, and Lewis Senior. So three very, very influential guys have inputted into this book, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. So remember, think about that and picture your goals. Okay, it's so important, and we'll talk more in this week on Tuesday evening. I'm going to be talking about a sense of purpose. Okay, now I was asked a question about can you talk more about the science of achieving anything, and can you give examples? Well, I just gave one little example there about how I pictured myself when I was not fit into a fitter person, and I came back to that. I've also, when I pictured myself bankrupt, or sorry, when I was bankrupt, I pictured myself as a healthy, wealthy individual, and now that's come about. So it's really, really important that you use this picturing and this visioning. They call it visioneering, or whatever you want to call it, but holding on to visions and getting yourself to where you would like to be. It takes as long as it takes, but I'll tell you this now, it is worth every second of your life. You know, anyone who says to you about, oh, doesn't work, or that's rubbish, or, you know, don't listen to this or whatever. Okay, fine. That's up to them. I've used The Secret. I've used The Secret, the book of The Secret and the film of The Secret. I've used it for the last 15 years. And it's just changed with the way my life has gone. There's no longer any drama. There's no ups, no downs. There's no disasters. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I've got a great question just coming here. I can't actually see who it's from, by the way, because you need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Okay. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. and you can go through a couple of clicks, and I'll be able to see your name when it comes up. But otherwise, do please put your name at the end of every comment. It says, I need another stream of income, particularly now due to COVID. I have the money to start somewhere. I have no idea what to do. Okay, that's a brilliant question. That's an absolutely brilliant question. Okay, first thing I did, as I said, of thinking about pictures, right? What I did was I actually I drew a little bubble kind of map, if you like. So I'll give you a little example. Here we go. I put me in the middle, and then I put lots of other little bubbles around it. And each one of them were things that I love to do. So there's Mark in the middle. Okay. So there I am. I'm sitting in the middle. And I thought to myself, I was bankrupt. So I set some big goals because I was skint and I needed some money. So I thought about how I was going to earn £400 a day. And I started to reach out into all of these areas. Now, of course, I always had DJing and music to fall back on. I had something in there that was going to like help me. It was something that I'd given 20 years of my life to, basically. So I had DJing and music. I had events, of course. Now, things went tricky in events in 2008-9, but my wife is an event director, so that was handy. And at the end of the day, so we got DJing and music, got events. Okay, this is all good. And I've got, right, okay, so I love helping people. So how can I help other people? Right, okay. So I put down coaching. And I now do a lot of life and business coaching, as well as working with Equilibria and eColors. We're going to be doing a lot with them in 2021. So we've got some exciting times. Lewis, remind me as well. I must tell you something. We've got a new client. So coaching. And then I wrote down, obviously, Life Remixed as a book. So I was like, right, okay, that's a book. That's excellent. Then I did health and safety for a while. So I did health and safety in construction. So I was like, right, I start my own consultancy, which I've done. There you go. So, and project management as well. So I put that down. So you can see straight away, right, I'm starting to fill out all of these areas. Okay. And I filled out all of these areas. And guess what? There's a picture. That's the picture. And then, of course, what I did was then I put, obviously, Emma into it as well as my wife. So I put Emma, and I was like, right, okay, so how? And all of a sudden I was like, well, hang on a minute. Emma connects to the book, she connects to events, she connects to the DJing and the music, she can even help into the HSC. And all of a sudden it was like, well, Emma fits perfectly into this mind map that I've put out. And as it turns out, she's added so much value to what I do already. It's pretty incredible. But the point is that I started to make a picture. I'm not very good at drawing, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, but I made a picture. And that picture is something that I've held in my brain, in my mind, for 10 years. And that's, and I keep going back to it, and I still look at it sometimes. I go, oh yeah, okay. Oh, cool. So I didn't even put property on here, did I? God, dear, what am I doing? I didn't even put property on there. We just completed another property before Christmas. We've got a lot of property now, like a lovely portfolio, and we're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And that, I want to get 5 more this year, a couple more big deals in the pipeline. But the bottom line is that it's not an accident. It's not an accident. It's actually that I got focused. So please make your mind map. Make your mind map of all the things that you like to do. Okay, even if you think to yourself, I can't get paid for that, because guess what? If you think you can't get paid for it, you're absolutely right. So it's time to think that you can get paid for it. I was an out-of-work DJ living in my mum's spare room 12 years ago. I had no idea how I was going to do any of that. None of it. But I was like, I'll give it a go. I'm going to dust myself off. I could have gone and jumped off a bridge, or whatever. But the bottom line was like, no, let's sort this out. And there it is. There's my mind map. So please, start by writing stuff down, create a picture of the things that you like. And you'll notice here as well, here's my vision board with all the amazing things. I surround myself with great pictures. I surround myself with pictures of me with people that I highly respect. I've got Kevin Green up there, Bob Proctor, pictures of me and my wife. I've got a few million quid knocking around. Yeah, I'm not joking. Yeah, it's not real. But, the bottom line is that, it's knocking around. It's there, but it's there to remind me, and it's there to remind. Yeah, it's there to remind me. Put a hyphen in that word as well as disease. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I hope that's been a bit of help to you. What I would say to you is write down your passions, yeah, and then start to think about ways and means you can get yourself towards your passions, okay? If you've got the money to start something and you can support yourself for 3, 4, 6 months, whatever it is, and you can invest in yourself. There are a million different ways to do it now, especially with the internet and the way things are. You know, you can do so much. So I hope that's been helpful. I didn't see your name, but I'm really, really, happy that you asked your questions. So thanks very much. Any other questions? Fire away as we go through this. But yeah, the science of achieving anything, as I was asked earlier as well. Focus on what you would like, picture it, write it down, hold yourself accountable, make a significant financial improvement in your life. You must make a decision. Okay. One of the most strongest mental things you can do for yourself in a positive way is decide to do it. So once you've got your map around and everything like that, decide. That's it. I made a decision that I was going to get into property and I was going to do a few other things outside of music that are going to get me to a really positive place. You must make a decision. Okay. So many people waste years of their lives without actually making a decision. Yeah. It's just so important. Make that decision. You're going to go for it. It's 2021, and don't be knocked off calls, and don't let anyone else knock you off your course. Don't listen to the naysayers. The naysayers will drag you down if you let them. And it's not their fault. They just want to keep you where you are, or whatever their reason is. But at the end of the day, you've got to just rise above this and keep going and keep going and keep going. And it's so important because it's your life. It's your life, and it's the most important thing on the planet. So, as I said, yes, goal setting, decide. So, picture it, decide what you like, picture it, decide what you want. I wrote down a lot about my perfect day. So I wrote down what my perfect day would look like. I wrote down what my perfect year would look like. And my perfect day happens every day now. But my perfect life is very, very close. But we'll talk about that once I achieve it. And also then increase your awareness. There's so many tools. There's my book you can read. There's Lewis Senior's book you can read. There's Kevin Green's book you can read. You can learn about e-colors. You can learn about Kevin Green training. There's so much stuff out there. Increase your awareness. That's the science of it. That's absolutely the science of what you need to do. That's it. Focus on what you would like. Hold a vision of it in your mind. Make that decision to say, that's what I'm going to do. And then increase your awareness. And then just take action. And that's it. That's the science of it. And it works for every person every time. So many people don't bother to do it. That's the interesting thing. Humanity fascinates me. So Bob Proctor's got a thing. He says most people are creeping their way through life, hoping they get safely to death. It doesn't sound like fun to me. So look, that's what I'm saying about that. There's a science of achieving anything. And I wish you well, whoever it was who answered me that question. I wish you well in 2021. Make your decisions and go for it. Multiple sources of income. Massive, absolutely massive, life-changing for me and for anyone who does it. So this is a beautiful thing as well. It's a beautiful quote that I read earlier as well that I think is so, so important. Listen to this. Watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. Watch your habits because they become your character. Watch your character because it becomes your destiny. And that's Lao Tzu, okay? Famous philosopher. At the end of the day, it's all connected. Thoughts, words, actions, habits, character, destiny. It all starts in your mind. All of it. Everything. Every little positive thing, every negative thing, everything. It starts with a thought. So please keep that in mind for 2021 and get yourself moving forwards, right? Really, really important. I had a wonderful testimonial as well from Marcy Shimoff from The Secret. She's going to be inputting into the book as well as Peggy McCall and Julie are going to be joining. We're even aiming for Bob Proctor. We'll see if Bob will get involved and give us a quote as well. But it's all beautiful stuff. But this one from Marcy was brilliant. She said, look, all you've got to do when you're goal setting, when you're moving forward, you've got to make it your intention. Okay, so make it your intention. And then give it all your attention, okay? Intention, attention, okay? But the most important one of all, no tension. No tension. I love that. Just keep relaxed and you're going to be absolutely buzzing in life, okay? So it's really, really cool, right? So, as I said, Life Remix, the book is here. Okay, there it is. Beauty. It's all good. You can get yourself a copy if you go to markwilkinsonofficial.com. You'll get the free positivity pack as well, which is exciting. And we've got the 2021 calendars as well. So, if you want to get yourself a calendar for January, step forward into growth or back into safety. Yeah, you can do this. You can do this. So, as far as moving forwards, repetition is mastery. It's as simple as that. I'm going to keep turning up. I'll be here at all times throughout the week, 4 or 5 times a week, just giving you a bit of a pep talk. We're going to be back up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. with Monday Motivation. I'm going to have Ian Collins from Equilibria joining me tomorrow morning to get 2021 set off in a beautiful way. I did get another question as well. I've just got one from Tammy. Thanks for opening up a platform to invest in gold and silver. Where do we start? Okay, that's really cool, Tammy. Absolutely. To be honest, the best way for gold and silver that I've discovered was to end up in Kevin Green's training room and listen to what Kevin has to say about bullion and gold and silver, because it's absolutely fascinating. At the end of the day, through the KGW network, which I'll be talking more about as we go through 2021, working in there, I've invested in so many properties in bullion, etc. And you can start with the smallest of amounts, like, you know, a grand or whatever. I mean, even 500 quid you can buy some bullion for. But the bottom line is you can buy small amounts of that and start to invest. But bottom line, I would say the most important thing for me and the way that I see the strategies is certainly about investing in property, because at the end of the day, property just keeps going over a period of 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Property just keeps growing. My mum bought her house in 1968 for £5,000 and it's currently worth nearly over $750,000. So at the end of the day, property is definitely the way to get yourself going as far as investments goes. And I would suggest you listen to Kevin Green, who's my business mentor and has been absolutely amazing for me. So just one other question that came up. We've got a great question here about books. Now, you know, God, I love books. Books are absolutely wonderful. Again, if you go to markwilkinsonofficial.com, you can go to the recommended reading section, and there's absolutely loads of stuff there as well. Tammy, absolutely take 20% of what you're doing and move it into bullion. 100% do that. Well, 20% do that. Yeah. Take 20% of the profit and move it over into bullion. Just get it outside the money system. Again, really, really important stuff. So a few things about books to read. People have been asking me about books to read and things to get involved in. I love Louise Hay. I watch what I think and what I eat, and my life improves. Okay, so if we're going to talk about health and physical and mental health, then of course we've got You Can Heal Your Life. Okay, You Can Heal Your Life here by Louise Hay. Amazing book. If you want to understand about dis-ease, and dis-ease is in the body and the mind and everything else, you want to get yourself in here and understand about You Can Heal Your Life, because I read some stuff in here that just blew my mind. And it worked perfectly for me to understand exactly what was going on with the disease that was in my body. My mentor that I've mentioned as well, The Rich Rules, Kevin Green, you must read this book, okay? It's wonderful stuff. Kevin has absolutely been clear here on strategies and the things that he does. And there's even 100 ways to earn money at the back, or 100 business ideas at the back there from Kevin. Really brilliant book. Fantastic. Make sure you order that one. Kevin's mentor was Robert Kiyosaki. So I'm only 2 steps away from Robert. But Robert Kiyosaki with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Really, really special book as well. And then, of course, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. All of those around, obviously, health with Louise Hay, and then obviously about money. You think those books are about money, but they're not all about money. They're actually about wealth. And true wealth is not just, you know, that. It's actually... True wealth is someone who's happy, healthy, wealthy, balanced, enjoying their life, great relationships, doing good things in the world. That's a happy person. A couple more that I love to recommend, and you can, Emma's helpfully put in recommended reading, markwilkinsonofficial.com/recommended reading. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. This was what The Secret was based on. It's the proven mental program to a life of wealth. It starts with what you think. It starts with how you feel. Hello, Grant. How are you, mate? Good to have Grant on board over there as well. The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace Wattles. Absolutely vital stuff. The proven mental program to a life of wealth. 120 years old. But what a book that is, you know. And that's what The Secret was based on. There you go. The Secret was based on Wallace Wattles. 2 amazing books. Hi, Des. Great to have you with me, mate. Great to see you. See you on the golf course soon. Or maybe even on a bike ride. It's a bit chilly. Yeah, those are amazing books. Absolutely amazing. James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. If you want to understand what your thoughts can do, it's all in here. Look, it's a tiny little book as well. Come on, it'll take you a day to read that. But reread it. Repetition is mastery. Keep reading, keep reading. I quite often open it up and just read something in here about thought and purpose, or the effect of thoughts on the health and the body. It's vital information, and not enough people read these books and get their heads around them, in my opinion. U squared, a high velocity formula for multiplying your personal effectiveness in quantum leaps. U squared, tiny little book, amazing book, amazing. And the last one, relationships, which to be fair should probably be at the start, because your relationship is your foundation, right? The Way of the Superior Man by David Dida, amazing book. Certainly changed my life and made me realize all the mistakes I made when I was younger. So those are really, really important. So, yeah, that's the good stuff. Those are some books. I was asked for 3 recommendations. I've ended up with about 10. But you'll have to excuse me for that, because the bottom line is that, there's so much great reading out there. Get on Amazon, buy yourself some books. Buy yourself Life Remixed. It will be on Amazon in end of February. But if you want a signed copy, you go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop, and you can get yourself a signed copy in February. Plus, of course, you can get yourself the Life Remixed Positivity Pack, which is beautiful. Emma's done an amazing design on that. She's designed the whole thing. Done a brilliant job. Absolutely love it. And of course, then we've got the 2021 calendar as well. So let's get that absolutely working for you as well. Health and happiness is what it's all about. So we've got some amazing things coming up. Emma's asking me questions. I love it. What are you most excited for in 2021? Well, to spend time with you, Ems, would be amazing. But we've decided we're going to buy at least 5 more little properties in our portfolio down in Wales. We've decided we're going to buy a couple of big land deals. We've decided we're going to sell an amazing amount of books and help as many people around the world as we can. We're going to have 3 nice holidays and get a puppy and a kitten. So those are exciting goals. I'd say I'm excited for all of those. And I want you guys to be equally as excited as well. Little quote from Napoleon Hill here. It says, "It takes as much effort to aim high in life as it does to accept poor results and outcomes." Okay, that's from Napoleon Hill, give or take a bit. He might have said it slightly differently, but I wrote it down earlier. It takes just as much effort to aim high in life as it doesn't, basically. All right, so let's aim high. Let's get 2021 absolutely buzzing. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be back with, more golf, Des, you know that. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be back at 8 a.m. with Ian Collins from Equilibria. So we're going to be talking about Monday motivation together. Really pleased that he's here in the UK with us. We're also going to be talking Tuesday night about chapter 7 of Life Remixed. Excited for it to come out. That's probably the biggest thing I'm enthused about, because it's been 10 years in the making. And then, Wednesday night, I've got Peggy McCall and Judy O'Byrne joining us all the way from America. They are book sisters, and they are incredible women, absolutely phenomenal people. I'm really looking forward to you guys listening to them, because they carry out life-changing work across the world, and they help many, many people. Before I go, and I will go shortly, before I go, here's a couple of fun bits. A couple of other books I've just been looking at. Mr. Good Times, Norman Jay. Absolutely loving this book. Only just started it, but I'm hoping I can get Norman on an interview at some point. That would be brilliant. And I'm still keeping my Take 3 journal up to speed as well. So there's a couple of fun books for you as well. But yeah, definitely get involved in those. Get reading, get studying. But most important of all, hold your vision in your mind and start to make it happen. Okay. It's 2021, people. Thanks so much for all the interaction and everything, all the questions. Lovely to have you all with us. Stick with us every Saturday night. I'll be doing a DJ mix from the office, playing you some tunes as well. 2021, it's going to be good. Let's make it so. All right, listen, big love to all of you. Thanks so much. Do share the videos to all your friends and family. I look forward to catching up with you all soon. Cheers, guys. See you later.